Hi, my name is Andrew Taylor, and I wanted to create a video to document a project I did a few years ago called American Furniture 1635 to 1900, which allows users to explore a collection of furniture that was represented in the art history collection at Rice University and was utilized for a Dr. Joseph Manca's Hart 339, American Art and Architecture, 1620 to 1800. Um, this furniture had particularly robust metadata for a particular set of materials, visual materials, and I thought it would be a good choice to utilize a semantic browser. What is a semantic browser? It allows you to search the collection based on various facets. The facets in this case are date range, uh, creation location of the piece of furniture, whoever the creator of the furniture was, the period style, work type such as bed or chair, and material and the repository that holds the historical item represented. So as you can see, it allows you to very quickly look over the entire 170 item set of images, set of items, and as thumbnails, and very quickly open up larger images. And it doesn't have to be this exact size; it can be larger than this, and you can view all of them. Another feature I implemented was links to the Heimbrun uh, timeline of art history at the Metropolitan Museum's website to describe different items. So this tool allows you to explore the collection, as I said, based on time, place, and various characteristics, one of them being style. So here's an example, Egyptian revival. There are 5 items, and you can see that that's a very distinct style. Um, and another style that is quite popular, which there isn't that many of, is Empire, the Empire style. And you can actually browse and compare the different styles very easily using this menu. So you can compare materials that were created during the colonial period, such as these, with those created during the Federalist period after the Revolution. And you can also reset all filters to look at all of them again. And you could, for instance, search for any items that are made with a specific material, such as ash. In this case, these ones are. And mahogany. Mahogany was the most popular wood at this time. You can also search by using the map, and the map shows the area focused on by this collection. If I reset all filters, we'll be able to see all of them and explore the Northeast United States. As you can see, Philadelphia is represented by 20 items created there, New York 33, and Boston 34. So that reflects centers of manufacturing of furniture, but also the area of focus of the collection that Rice has. We can also specifically look at all the items that were created in Boston and organized by date, and or New York or Connecticut. And so it's quite a powerful tool for exploring a collection and figuring out what a particular style or period, what defines a style or period of furniture. So as I said, the Egyptian style, one that I often point to is the Queen Anne style, which is identified primarily by having claw feet furniture, and pretty distinct for that reason. And also for the way they designed the backs of their chairs is very distinctive. And if a person wants a little more discussion by an actual art historian rather than me, I'm a librarian, you can go to, as I said, the Heilbronn Timeline of Art History, and they discuss the furniture. Styles were subdued in favor of gracefully curved outlines, classical proportions, and restrained surface ornamentation. So that's relative to what preceded it, but you can see that that it is rather demure. So that is a pretty powerful tool for exploring. Another way you can look at it is by looking at a timeline. As you can see, the furniture, you can see it starts about 1630 and goes to 1880 or so. And that in the case of this particular collection, the furniture represented is pretty evenly distributed over the time period that we're focused on. As you can see right now, this is actually defined by furniture creators. So this collection, a lot of the time we don't know who the creators are. However, there are many examples of specific furniture designers creating things, and one who's particularly memorable, let me see if I can find him, John Townsend, who created these wonderful block and shell diagrams. And as you can see, it tells us what styles what styles he's identified with, and also the era. So you can see 1750 to 1800 is when he was active. And if you know, and also of interest is that all the work he did is in mahogany, and that the repositories holding the John Townsend work that was in the art history collection at Rice are either at the Met or at MFA Houston, which has a great collection of historical furniture. So this project is no longer going to work tomorrow because Viewshare is being shut down on March 20th, 2018. So it's existed for about 6 years, and sadly there is no equivalent product out there that allows semantic browsing in this way, efficient, fast ways to look at materials and browse a collection as opposed to searching. A keyword search is great if you already know what you're looking for, but it's not helpful at all if you're trying to learn something about a collection. What you need to do is you need to be able to browse it by information and by the images themselves. And Viewshare is a very good tool for doing that. And as I said, as I understand it, Viewshare will no longer work after tomorrow, which will actually really raise the bar for sophisticated exploration of collections. It will be very hard for anybody who does not have coding skills and server management skills and an institution behind them to create a collection, to create a exploration tool such as I've created here. And another one I created, which I'll make another video about, which explored historical maps held by the British Library. I think it's a shame that Viewshare hasn't been updated since 2014, and also that it will no longer exist after March 2018, because there's nothing coming along that does what it does so well. Could it be better? Absolutely. All tools have their flaws and their virtues, but it allowed, one-to-many relationships. You did have to import information in flat files, but from the perspective of the user, it's an extremely sophisticated tool that modern tools such as Project Blacklight contain some of the features of Viewshare, but are much slower, and there are other features that it does not implement easily. Not to mention the fact that you have to run your own server to do a Blacklight implementation, unlike Viewshare, which used to be handled for you by the Library of Congress and will no longer be so. All right. Thank you very much. Bye.